And hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You're back with the Midwest Express. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Uber, minimum wages, living wages, and so forth. So 2 weeks ago, the Minnesota legislature approved a minimum wage for Uber and Lyft drivers. And at first I saw this and I was like, about time. And what it broke down to is that it would require to book rides, the drivers would be paid at least $1.45 per mile and at least 34 cents per minute, which is pretty good. That is surge pricing, pretty much. And the legislature had passed it slimly on margins. It looked like it was going to get approved. All it needed was the governor's approval. And the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, he's a retired military veteran. He seems pretty level-headed on most judgments of what he has approved. And this was pretty much the first bill that he had vetoed since being in office. Uber said in a market analysis that they determined that the wage increase would cause the cost of rides to increase by at least 50% and cause the trips to drop at least by 30% as a result. The company added that it has already offered to pay $1.17 per mile and 34 cents a minute as a compromise, but the offer wasn't accepted. And I think that you can't bite off your own hand. If it gets too expensive, then people won't use it. Again, Uber is one of those, are people using it out of necessity or convenience? And unfortunately, you got to have a balance. You know, everybody understands that if you're getting out of the ball game and whatnot, or coming out of the bar at 2 a.m, you're going to pay more. That's just the way it is. But Uber is turned into everyday man's commute. They don't take buses as much anymore, because when you take the bus, you got to go get on the bus route. You got to go stand and wait for the bus to arrive. And then, you know, that's what poor people or people without means have been doing for generations. So typically people live near a bus route and they would take the bus to work. But nowadays, the everyday worker is depending more and more on Lyft and Uber to get to work, especially when they have car problems, or right now cars are just so expensive. It's almost cheaper to take an Uber or Lyft to go to work every day. And if you look at this, you can see how Lyft allows people to reserve a ride with Lyft for $3, $4, $5 of earnings to a driver. That means that they're paying $6 to $10. That is the bottom of the barrel. That's what they are trying to scrape up for business. They are going after bus riders. They are going after the everyday person that goes to work. And if Minnesota took that deal of $1 a mile and 34 cents per minute, honestly, I think that would drop a lot of people off from utilizing these apps. And like it said, I think that the governor did a level-headed thing by saying that he's going to take this into consideration. He wants the legislature to look at another bill and possibly something a little bit more middle ground. You know, if it becomes lucrative, then everybody's going to do it too. So, you know, it's all about supply and demand. Right now, there is more supply of drivers than there are demand for riders. And by increasing the fares, that's just going to make more drivers and less riders. That's my personal opinion. But you guys leave your thoughts in the comments below. Looking forward to it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll hit you on the next one.